The gas stations include one that allegedly raised the price of regular by 80 cents, and that was a 22% increase above pre-storm prices. Now the official 1010 Winds AccuWeather 4-day forecast, sponsored by PlazaHyundai.com. Mix of sun and clouds today, a high 42, clearing tonight with a low 31, down near 20 in some cold suburbs. Mostly sunny tomorrow, a high 42. Friday, intervals of sun and clouds, 44. And Saturday, mostly cloudy, some sprinkles, and a high 47. It's 39 degrees, skies are partly sunny, humidity 57%, winds are calm. Repeating the current temperature, 39, heading up to 42. A different kind of protest in Egypt as two of the country's highest appeals courts went on strike today. They suspended their work in response to the decrees, which gave President Mohamed Morsi nearly absolute power. In an emergency meeting, the judges decided that they would not return to work until Morsi rescinds those decrees. Meantime, clashes continue in central Cairo between several hundred protesters throwing stones and police firing tear gas. Yesterday, at least 200,000 people gathered in Tahrir Square to protest the decrees. When's news time? 11:06. In case you didn't notice, Monday was an unusual day in New York City. Not a single person was reported shot, stabbed, or slashed. The people who keep track of such things at the NYPD can't remember another day like it. Why? Well, who knows? Maybe all the bad guys were taking advantage of Cyber Monday shopping deals. The city is now on track to record just over 400 murders for the year. A promise kept. The White House says President Obama will meet privately with Mitt Romney tomorrow. It'll be their first face-to-face meeting since the election. You might recall the president promised to meet with his GOP opponent and discuss his ideas. The meetings come as Mr. Obama and congressional Republicans negotiate a way out of automatic tax increases and deep spending cuts. The president meets with business leaders today to discuss ways to keep the economy from falling over the fiscal cliff. Correspondent Ann Compton says Mr. Obama is also getting feedback from citizens.
Day 2 of the president's grassroots reach out. 85 citizens who emailed their fiscal stories are coming in to see the president in person. Separately, corporate executives from Goldman Sachs, Home Depot, Coca-Cola come in to consult. Yesterday, small business owners had one unanimous piece of advice.
What grows jobs in America are consumers spending money.
The president will ask Congress to pass just the middle-income tax rate freeze right away.
The president is also using social media to advance his ideas. The White House plans to promote hashtag My2K on Twitter and other social media. It's a reference to the estimated $2,200 tax increase that a typical middle-class family of 4 could see if the Bush tax cuts expire. Dr. McDonough is coming up next, talking about rheumatoid arthritis. Wins News Time, 11:08.
'Tis the season for giving, which means you have to find some awesome gifts for the sports fans in your life. With CBS Local's Fan Shop, not only can you find great team gear, but you can also save money. Visit CBSLocalFanshop.com today through the end of the year and enter the promo code HOLIDAY10 to get an additional 10% off. Get tremendous gifts for the sports fan on your shopping list at CBSLocalFanshop.com today and use the promo code HOLIDAY10 to save even more.
Here's reality, guys. If you're over 30, your testosterone levels may have already begun to decline. It's a medical fact that testosterone levels decrease with age. Here's the good news. Progene, the only all-natural dual-action testosterone supplement, is giving away a free month supply to every guy that calls today at 800-659-8316. Kick your drive back into high gear and be the man you want to be again. Try it for a month for free. There's nothing to lose. Feel younger again and be the man you want to be. Call 800-659-8316 for details. That's 800-659-8316.
Now this message, Marble Collegiate Church, welcoming, inclusive, surprising. Visit them at 29th Street and 5th Avenue. Wins News Time, 11:09. Now your health. Here's 1010 Wins medical reporter, Dr. Brian McDonough.
Rheumatoid arthritis is the most common inflammatory arthritis. 1 out of every 100 people will develop rheumatoid arthritis. It can start at any time, but most who develop it get it between the ages of 30 and 50. Half the people who get it develop the problem as a result of the fact it runs in the family. People with rheumatoid arthritis usually have pain and stiffness in multiple joints. One of the classic symptoms is morning stiffness that lasts for an hour. The good news is there have been major developments over the years, and people can have the pain controlled while slowing down the progression. For a copy of this or any of my reports, log on to cbsnewyork.com/yourhealth. With your health, I'm Dr. Brian McDonough on 1010 Wins.
Wins News Time, 11:10. Traffic and AccuWeather in 1 minute on 1010 Wins.
Attention hip implant patients. Are you in constant pain? Have you received a letter from your doctor about your implant? Have you had or need a revision surgery? Do you have high levels of metal, chromium, or cobalt in your blood? Over 90,000 hip implant devices have been recalled due to defects and failures resulting in revision or replacement surgery. If you have a recalled hip implant, you may be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Call 800-449-4269 to see if your implant is affected by the recalls. If you or a loved one has a defective or recalled hip implant, you may be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Call 800-449-4269. That's 800-449-4269. Protect your legal rights today. Call 800-449-4269.
This is an advertisement, not valid in all states. Paid non-attorney spokesperson. iLawsuit.com is an advertising group that represents lawyers advertising their services and is a free matching service for consumers. It is not a law firm or lawyer referral service.
This is a test of the emergency alert system. .1010 Wins is testing its emergency alert system equipment. .1010 Wins serves the 5 boroughs of New York City. And this concludes this test of the emergency alert system. Wins News Time, 11:11. Time for traffic and transit on the ones with Pete Torriello.
Well, we've got a few things going on the belt here. We've got an accident now reported. We just took a call on that a few minutes ago. Westbound belt, left lane accident at Cross Bay Boulevard. We also have these roving maintenance crews on the Belt Parkway today. So not only is there a delay on the westbound side, and the delay actually starts around the Van Wyck, according to the computer models, and goes all the way down past Cross Bay into Pennsylvania Avenue. But even traffic in the opposing lanes is very heavy. Again, this is because of the roving construction work. Traffic on the Cross Bronx is starting to slow westbound as you approach the GW Bridge. There is construction work on that lower level on the right lane going back into New Jersey. And traffic on the eastbound Cross Bronx, those far right lanes are going to be a little sluggish off the GW Bridge, ramping onto the Major Deegan. In Queens, LIE's heavy westbound out of Maspeth from Maurice Avenue over to the BQE. And the Jackie Robinson is slow eastbound from Cypress Hill Street over to Forest Park Drive. The Gowanus BQE combination is slow from 38th Street up to Atlantic Avenue. Our report is brought to you by Carfax. Not sure how much to pay for that used car? A Carfax vehicle history report can help you negotiate a price based on the car's history so you can buy with more confidence. Just say, show me the Carfax. Ask your dealer or go to Carfax.com. Pete Torriello on 1010 Wins.
Wins News Time, 11:12. Now the official 1010 Wins AccuWeather 4-day forecast sponsored by the Salvation Army. Here's meteorologist Dr. Joe Sobel with a live report.
You know, one thing is really nice. Nice to look at the weather maps now, and even looking out a week down the road to not see any stormy weather in sight. It will stay on the brisk side for a while with clouds and sun this afternoon. Probably more sun than clouds, and the high of 42. Clear and cold tonight, low 31 in the city, but 20s in most suburbs. Then mostly sunny, 42 tomorrow. Clouds and sun Friday, the high of 44. The weekend, mostly cloudy, gets milder, 47 Saturday up to 52 Sunday. Right now, partly sunny, 39 degrees, humidity 56%, and the wind is calm. Again, it's 39 now, going up to 42 in Midtown. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Dr. Joe Sobel on New York's weather station, 1010 Wins.
Wins News Time, 11:13.
Getting gifts for the sports fan in your life has never been easier this holiday season thanks to CBS Locals Fan Shop. We've got the jerseys and gear for almost every team in any sport. And if you visit CBS Locals Fan Shop today through the end of the year and enter the promo code HOLIDAY10, you'll get an additional 10% off your purchase. Visit CBSLocalFanShop.com today and use the promo code HOLIDAY10 to save even more from CBS Locals Fan Shop.
During these tough economic times, there is one thing you can count on: your education. Higher education will give you the chance at finding a better job and improve the quality of your life. Further your education and advance your career today. If you're looking to go back to school in the next 3 months and already have your high school diploma, start your search with the National Education Online Center. You'll get free expert advice, school information, and a free financial aid guide. NEOC will help you get matched to your right school today. Call 877-516-0727.
Sports is coming up. News time, 11:15. Time for 1010 Wins Sports, sponsored by SystramEnergy.com. And here's Jerry Recco at the Bob's Discount Furniture Sports Desk.
Well, Larry, should be interesting to see how this thing plays out. The story is yesterday and, of course, this morning, the Mets offering David Wright a new 8-year contract that would include his money in 2013, all said to be worth totaling $140 million, but the Post says there are issues with it in terms of deferred money that Wright's not happy about. The Reds have signed closer Jonathan Broxton to a 3-year contract worth $21 million. The Phillies acquiring reliever Wilton Lopez from the Astros from minor leaguers. The Knicks are in Milwaukee tonight. No Jason Kidd again because of the back. New York missed him in the loss against the Nets Monday, but as Rasheed Wallace said after the game, we have to get past his absence.
We can't put that on J-Kidd. That's like making an excuse because we were 1 man short or 2 men short or whatever. You can't do that. The guys that were out there, the guys that were ready. So, we just fell a little bit short tonight.
He's referencing the overtime loss. Now, as for the Nets, they'll be in Boston. Nets, Knicks, tops in the Atlantic, each 9-4 clubs. Week 13 of the NFL features Jets, Cardinals Sunday. Then Monday night, Giants and Redskins. And Robert Griffin III, who says, who knows, at 5-6, we still have lots to play for.
We control our own destiny, so it's up to us. We decide that, me being on a TV show saying that we're going to make the playoffs doesn't make a difference. We want to go out and prove it.
Griffin on NFL Network, Washington beating Dallas on Thanksgiving Day. The Eagles releasing defensive end Jason Babin. The Big East, who had Tulane to their conference in 2014, the ACC to invite Louisville. Sports at 15:45 around the clock. Jerry Recco, 1010 Wins Sports.
Wins News Time, 11:17.
Have you heard? Proactive is better than ever. Stay tuned for a 1,000,000 bottle giveaway, and you'll also receive free shipping. Do you have troubled skin, acne? Well, we have great news. With Proactive, your acne can heal, and you can prevent new breakouts from happening. Don't miss this limited time offer. Give us a call at 1-800-533-3091, because we're going to let 1,000,000 people try Proactive risk-free, get 2 free gifts, and also receive free shipping when you call right now. You heard it. This offer won't last long. So call Proactive now and you'll receive a 60-day risk-free trial of Proactive, 2 free extras, and free shipping. Call 1-800-533-3091. This is our best radio offer ever. Get your risk-free 60-day trial of Proactive plus free shipping. That's right, free shipping. Don't wait. Visit getproactive.com or call 1-800-533-3091. That's 1-800-533-3091.
Are you or is someone you know an unemployed veteran? The Veterans Retraining Assistance Program, VRAP, may provide eligible unemployed veterans ages 35 to 60 with training or education assistance. Apply online today at benefits.va.gov/vow.
Wins News Time, 11:18. A baby girl born on Saturday will certainly stand out in class. She was given the name Hashtag. She's certainly not the first to be given an unusual name. Last February, a man in Egypt named his son Facebook to honor the role the website played in sparking the country's January 25th revolution. Wins News Time, 11:19.
Liz.
Todd?
I want you back.
You're just saying that because I got a makeover to make me look hot, even though I was hot to begin with.
No. I miss those nights instantly watching TV episodes and movies online with Netflix.
We watched as much as we wanted.
Whenever and wherever we wanted.
So, you love me? Even if I put these glasses back on?
Wow, those are thick.
Instantly watch thousands of TV episodes and movies on all kinds of devices for only $8 a month with Netflix. Start your free trial today. See terms of use.
Stop it! It's your car talking. Dear lady, you're driving me nuts driving around all day singing like an angry baboon. So now it's time for you to listen to me. Start visiting autos.cbslocal.com. They've got safety tips, advice on how to take better care of me, and the latest in gas trends. Autos.cbslocal.com. Go there and get the best local auto information. Hey, it's the least you can do if you plan to keep on singing.
I can't breathe!
Autos.cbslocal.com. We know autos.
Thanks to our generous listeners, the American Red Cross is helping thousands affected by Hurricane Sandy get back on their feet. Learn more at redcross.org. 1010 Wins and CBS Care.
The News Watch never stops. This is 1010 Wins. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Good morning. It's 11:20 on this Wednesday, November 28th. I'm Larry Cantor. Here's what's happening. Tonight's Powerball drawing is making players think winning thoughts. A local nanny is arraigned on murder charges for the killing of 2 children she was supposed to be caring for. A Hempstead boy is hit by a bus in his bedroom. An update on the sock. This one could save a baby's life. 1010 Wins AccuWeather, mix of sun and clouds, and a high today, 42.
I'm Jerry Recco. The Mets made a big offer to David Wright, but is he willing to accept? NBA tonight, the Nets visit Boston while the Knicks play in Milwaukee.
I'm Elisa Parenti. A turnaround on Wall Street. All 3 averages are now in the green. The Dow up 34 points.
Wins News Time, 11:21. Time for traffic and transit on the ones. Here's Pete Torriello.
We have an accident on the Belt Parkway on the westbound side. Left lane is blocked in the area of Cross Bay Boulevard, so that's generating delays back from JFK. Eastbound Belt also a little heavy now from the Nassau Expressway down to about 150th Street at exit 20. The computer model suggesting that you budget yourself an extra 5 minutes if you're eastbound or 7 minutes westbound. And traffic is still a little slow on the BQE, taking it westbound from Queens Boulevard down to the Kosciuszko Bridge. Put an extra 4 minutes onto the trip. And the Gowanus BQE combination is heavy north of Prospect Expressway up the lower BQE to the Brooklyn Bridge. GW Bridge going back into New Jersey. The lower deck right lane is closed for construction work. On the New Jersey Turnpike, we have an accident reported on the western spur. On the southbound side, the left lane is blocked in the area of interchange 15E. I'm Pete Torriello. Our next report at 11:31 on New York's traffic station 1010 Win.
I heard it can make you sick and miserable.
I heard it can make kids so sick they have to go to a hospital.
I heard it could put the health of pregnant women in danger.
If you have something like diabetes or you're an older adult, I heard it can kill.
If you heard that influenza can seriously threaten your health, you heard right. Influenza can strike anyone, and when it does, it makes people sick, putting tens of thousands in the hospital. In New York City, over 1,000 people die from influenza every year. So who needs a flu vaccine? Everyone does. But anyone 50 or older, or children younger than 5, people who have long-term health problems or are pregnant are especially at risk. Vaccination is a safe and simple way to protect yourself and your loved ones. Flu vaccine is easy to find. Ask your doctor, call 311 or visit nyc.gov and search for flu. A message from the New York City Health Department.
Wins News Time, 11:22. $500 million and maybe more. That's tonight's Powerball lottery drawing jackpot. $500,000 at least, and officials say it could still grow. Carol Hettinger runs the New Jersey lottery, and she's amazed at the size of the prize.
It's just a territory we've never been in. It's the stratosphere of jackpots.
Even if you don't win, it's fun to think about the possibilities.
If Kelly wins the Powerball jackpot, she will not go to work tomorrow. She will call in rich. What would you tell your boss if you won that money?
Hello and goodbye.
And Mike from Iowa would fire himself.
I have a company called Rent a Husband. I do gutter cleaning and power washing in Bergen County in Rockland.
And you'll never clean a gutter again?
No. And I'll hire someone to do my own.
One young guy here says he'd invest the money and become a real estate mogul. Like Trump, I said? Yeah, he said. But not nuts. And when you win win that $500 million? Tweet us with your plans for the money at 1010 Wins New York. John Montone, 1010 Wins in Hackensack.
1010 Wins will have the numbers as soon as they've been drawn around 11 o'clock tonight. You can get them anytime at 1010win.com. Wins News Time, 11:23. A Manhattan nanny charged with murdering 2 children a month ago was arraigned this morning in her hospital bed. She pleaded not guilty. Yoselin Ortega is hospitalized at Cornell Medical Center with self-inflicted stab wounds. 6-year-old Lucia Krim and her 2-year-old brother Leo were killed October 25th in their Upper West Side apartment. Their mother found them when she came home with their 3-year-old sister. No hearing has been scheduled just yet. Mayor Bloomberg's in Washington today asking for almost $10 billion in federal money to help the city recover from Hurricane Sandy. He's got a full day of meetings with a number of lawmakers, including House Majority Leader Eric Cantor, Senate Republican Leader Mitch McConnell, and Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid. New Jersey Governor Chris Christie has appointed a storm czar. He says storm damage totals nearly $37 billion in Jersey. Scheduled storm debris collections will begin on Toms River's Barrier Island. An official with the Small Business Administration will be on Long Beach Island today to review response and recovery efforts. And the American Red Cross will open 2 new service centers in Toms River and Atlantic City to help people who lost homes in Sandy. Do you think about the chemicals in your couch? Maybe you should. A new study from Duke University is raising questions about the flame-retardant chemicals used in 80% of couches in the United States. Julie Herbstom is an environmental studies professor at Columbia, and she says the main chemical, TDCPP, is harmful.
It's listed as a possible carcinogen, which basically means that animals that have been exposed have grown tumors. It's been shown in most recent studies to affect sperm quality.
The American Chemistry Council says there's no data indicating the levels of flame retardants in couches would cause any harm. Wins News Time, 11:25. Money Watch in 1 minute on 1010 Win.
Getting gifts for the sports fan in your life has never been easier this holiday season thanks to CBS Locals Fan Shop. We've got the jerseys and gear for almost every team in any sport. And if you visit CBS Locals Fan Shop today through the end of the year and enter the promo code HOLIDAY10, you'll get an additional 10% off your purchase. Visit CBSLocalFanShop.com today and use the promo code HOLIDAY10 to save even more from CBS Locals Fan Shop.
Wins News Time, 11:26 now. Money Watch on 1010 Win, sponsored by David Lerner Associates. Here's Elisa Parenti reporting live from the MarketWatch.com newsroom.
Wall Street looking much better after a sharp sell-off early. Stocks now narrowly mixed. The Dow up 20.
Wins News Time, 11:31. Time for traffic and transit on the ones. Here's Pete Torriello.
Still waiting to get an accident cleared on the Belt Parkway westbound at Cross Bay Boulevard. That's where the left lane was blocked. Eastbound side's a little heavy out through JFK. And the Jackie Robinson is still very slow eastbound from Cypress Hill Street over to Forest Park Drive, Long Island Expressway. A little pocket of heavy traffic now westbound from Maurice Avenue to the BQE and Van Dam to the Midtown Tunnel. And the Gowanus is heavy approaching 65th Street, as well as on the outbound side here from the Camber. We're seeing a little bit of a buildup from 39th Street down to the Belt Parkway merge. Staten Island Expressway is fine, but not Victory Boulevard. There's an accident on the westbound side just adjacent to the Staten Island Expressway, and looks like a pretty quiet midday here, lane on the Hudson and the East River crossings. One note here that our computer models are indicating some slow traffic heading down the east side on the FDR Drive from the mid-90s down to about the mid-70s. And if you see a traffic problem, you can always let us know about it with the 1010 Wins phone for us at 877-466-1010. Next report at 11:41. I'm Pete Torriello on 1010 Wins.
'Tis the season for giving, which means you have to find some awesome gifts for the sports fans in your life. With CBS Local's Fan Shop, not only can you find great team gear, but you can also save money. Visit CBSLocalFanShop.com today through the end of the year and enter the promo code HOLIDAY10 to get an additional 10% off. Get tremendous gifts for the sports fan on your shopping list at CBSLocalFanShop.com today and use the promo code HOLIDAY10 to save even more.
This time, 11:32. Now the official 1010 Wins AccuWeather 4-day forecast, sponsored by Salvation Army. Here's meteorologist Dr. Joe Sobel with this live report.
We'll have a mix of clouds and sunshine the rest of this day today, and the temperature topping out in the low 40s this afternoon, then becoming clear and cold tonight. Low about 31 in the city. 20s in the suburbs, even near 20 in the coldest spots. Then mostly sunny, 42 tomorrow. Clouds and some sun Friday with a high of 44. Mostly cloudy Saturday. I suppose there could be a sprinkle up to 47. And then milder Sunday will get to 50 or above. Right now, partly sunny, 39 degrees, humidity 56%, wind is calm. Again, 39 now, going up to 42 in Midtown. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Dr. Joe Sobel on New York's weather station. 1010 Wins.
A social media debate is raging over stores that use mannequins, which are sized more like the average American. Details in 1 minute. Wins News Time, 11:33.
Do you suffer from pain like joint pain, muscle pain, back pain, or painful arthritis? Then you must listen to this important message. Nearly half of all Americans suffer from some kind of pain due to chronic inflammation. Anettablock is a breakthrough supplement scientifically proven to quickly and effectively reduce inflammation and get rid of pain. Anettablock is so effective in preventing excessive inflammation and reducing the pain, we guarantee you'll feel a significant difference in just a few days. Best of all, Anettablock is now available to try for free. That's right. Call 800-591-5693 now and get out of pain absolutely free. Anettablock is now looking for real-life testimonials for anyone who has back pain, muscle pain, or painful arthritis. Call 800-591-5693 to get your free supply and get out of pain today. Just call 800-591-5693 for details. Call today, 800-591-5693. That's 800-591-5693. Again, 800-591-5693.
Wins News Time, 11:34. There's a buzz on social media about some department stores that are using mannequins with plus-size curves. Someone posted a photo on Reddit of a large model with a heading. Anyone else horrified that they make obese mannequins too now? Well, that received hundreds of comments and thousands of upvotes. One post typical of those who support the mannequin said, obese people being sold clothes, that's just treating them like people. However, one person who was opposed to this wrote, I just fear that obese will become the new normal as we try to be politically correct about it. Being obese is not the same as being other things. Wins News Time, 11:35. It's back to Capitol Hill for UN Ambassador Susan Rice. She's meeting today with GOP Senators Susan Collins of Maine and Bob Corker of Tennessee. Corker's next in line for the top Republican spot on the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. Yesterday, Rice met with senators who were critical of her expected nomination by the president as Secretary of State. Correspondent Jonathan Carl reports the White House is saying criticism of Rice won't play a role in the president's decision.
They have been consistent in saying that, and Rice herself has told people that she has no idea whether or not the president will actually nominate her. The White House tells me that she is still very much the leading candidate, and Hillary Clinton and friends of Hillary Clinton say that they expect her to leave immediately after the president's first term is over in early January. So time is really running out on that. I would expect a decision on this very soon.
Meanwhile, Senate Democrats have rallied to Rice's defense following more criticism from 3 GOP senators yesterday. Students at Brigham Young University have created a new kind of baby monitor they say could reduce the rate of SIDS, sudden infant death syndrome. It's called a baby sock and straps onto the infant's foot while it sleeps. Student Kurt Workman says his cousin died of SIDS, and he thinks their invention can save thousands of lives.
Here in a month or two, we'll have a prototype that's, completely functional that could be put on a baby right then.
The sock also measures the heart rate and blood oxygen levels of the child. If the infant stops breathing, the monitor alerts the parents on their smartphone. Finding love at the airport. More just ahead. Wins News Time, 11:36.
Who's watching your home when you're not there? It could be a burglar. Burglars prefer to break in when they think no one's home, and no one will stop them. Don't be an easy target for intruders. Protect your home with a free security system monitored by ADT, the leader in home security. Call now and get free hardware, free medical and fire alert, and free activation. It's an $850 value. Call right now and you'll also get 6 free sensors. That's 6 points of protection for free. Just call Protect Your Home, your authorized ADT dealer at 1-800-317-1569. You'll get 24-hour protection, and there's no cost for parts or activation. Call now about a free security system monitored by ADT. Call 1-800-317-1569. $99 installation charge, 36-month monitoring agreement at $35.99 per month. Total package includes 6-door window sensors. Labor charges may apply. Call for terms and conditions to this offer and protect your home license numbers. Call now, 1-800-317-1569.
9 degrees and partly sunny skies. We're going up to 42 in Midtown today. Wins News Time, 11:37. Stranded airport passengers are now turning to traveling dating websites as a way to combat boredom and meet new people while they wait at the departure gate. MeetAtTheAirport.com launched in May 2011. It's already got 20,000 members worldwide, according to founder Steve Pasternak. He created the website after a delayed flight left him stranded at Miami Airport. The website asks new members to enter their personal interests and an aesthetic profile before adding flight details and departure airport. It then matches flyers up with individuals that have similar interests and travel arrangements, as well as just enough time on their hands. Wins News Time at 11:38. Time for the 1010 Wins Entertainment Report. Entertainment Weekly has selected their Entertainer of the Year for 2012. The announcement made by editor Jess Cagle on Good Morning America.
Well, we had a lot to choose from this year, but I think we made the right decision. Do we have the drum roll? Let's hear it. Ben Affleck.
The magazine says the actor is at the pinnacle of his career and pointed to the film Argo, which Affleck both stars in and directed. Another milestone for British singer Adele. Her album 21 has sold more than 10 million copies. It reached that number last week, less than 2 years after its release. The album, her second, debuted in 2011, featuring hits like Rolling in the Deep and Someone Like You. Adele won in all 6 categories she was nominated for at the Grammys earlier this year, including Album of the Year. This is the third album to reach the 10 million mark this year. Linkin Park's Hybrid Theory and Usher's Confessions both passed that milestone earlier this year. Entertainment news at 38 past every hour on 1010 Wins. Wins News Time, 11:39.
Getting gifts for the sports fan in your life has never been easier this holiday season thanks to CBS Locals Fan Shop. We've got the jerseys and gear for almost every team in any sport. And if you visit CBS Locals Fan Shop today through the end of the year and enter the promo code HOLIDAY10, you'll get an additional 10% off your purchase. Visit CBSLocalFanShop.com today and use the promo code HOLIDAY10 to save even more from CBS Locals Fan Shop.
Hey parents, if your child's birthday is right around the corner, then listen up. BirthdayExpress.com has you covered with everything you need to make the next birthday the best one ever. From favorite treats to balloons, games, and decorations. Even better, go to BirthdayExpress.com today. Use promo code GO and get 20% off everything. Birthday Express also has an enormous selection of themes, including brands like Angry Birds, The Avengers, and Dr. Seuss. Just go to BirthdayExpress.com today and use code GO for 20% off. That's BirthdayExpress.com. Promo code GO.
Weather updates every 4 minutes around the clock on New York's weather station 1010 Wins.
All news, all the time. This is 1010 Wins. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Good morning, 39 degrees at 11:40 on this Wednesday, November 28th. I'm Lane Bajardi, and here's what's happening. Somebody may be $500 million richer tonight. Lottery retailers report brisk sales of Powerball tickets ahead of the drawing. The Rockefeller Center tree lighting ceremony gets underway this evening. A Midtown gridlock alert comes along with it. President Barack Obama sits down with Mitt Romney tomorrow at the White House. And it's almost time again for the office holiday party. We'll take a look at some do's and don'ts that could save your job. 1010 Wins AccuWeather, a mix of sunshine and clouds this afternoon, brisk and chilly with a high of 42 in Midtown.
I'm Jerry Recco. If David Wright wants to be a Met for the rest of his career, looks like he has a decision to make. The Knicks are in Milwaukee tonight while the Nets play in Boston.
On Wall Street, the Dow Jones Industrial Average up 24 points. The Nasdaq Composite and S&P 500 are flat. Winds News Time, 11:41. Time for traffic and transit on the ones. Here's Pete Torriello.
Brought to you by T-Mobile, and it's been a pretty good midday here, Lane. Just a few exceptions, like the Gowanus BQE combination, which is going to be a little sluggish from Prospect Expressway up to the Brooklyn Bridge, but I wouldn't go out of my way to avoid it. Also, same kind of a deal on the westbound side of the BQE from Queens Boulevard down to the Kosciuszko. It puts like another 4 minutes onto the trip. We still have an accident on the Bell Parkway westbound left lane at Cross Bay Boulevard. FDR Drive is going to be a little heavy heading downtown from 79th Street down to 63rd Street. And about a 4-minute delay on the West Side Highway southbound between Dyckman Street and the George Washington Bridge. T-Mobile, where right now all Samsung Galaxy 4G smartphones are on sale at amazingly low prices, including the Samsung Galaxy S3 and the all-new Samsung Galaxy Note 2. Now, this offer will end on December 20th while the supplies last. See your participating stores for details. I'm Pete Torriello on 1010 Wins.
Wins News Time, 11:42. Somebody could win $500 million tonight. It's the second largest U.S. lottery jackpot, and it could go higher before the drawing.
They say all it takes is $1 and a dream, or for Powerball, $2. But you better be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, there are just far too many stories of people who've won the lottery and managed to blow it.
Wealth manager Michael Steiner with Region Atlantic Capital in Morristown suggests you keep your winnings discreet. Surround yourself with top-notch advisors.
Making sure that there's enough there that it will last, money that you're looking to save for future generations, that it's tied up, keeping that money in trust, keeping it from creditors, third parties, potential combative ex-spouses.
Your neighbor, your brother, even your own mother looking for a handout. Says be smart, be prepared, and be patient.
Start planning and get up and go to work the next day.
Steve Sandberg, 1010 Wins in New Jersey.
1010 Wins will have the numbers as soon as they're drawn around 11 o'clock tonight, and you can get them anytime at 1010wins.com. Wins News Time, 11:43. New Jersey is suing another 7 hotels and 3 gas stations suspected of price gouging during Superstorm Sandy. That brings to 18 the number of businesses accused of illegally overcharging and taking advantage of customers. According to the Attorney General's office, the hotels are collectively accused of committing over 1,000 instances of gouging, charging more than $400 a night in some cases. 3 gas stations include one that reportedly raised the price of regular gas by 80 cents to $4.50 a gallon. That's a 22% hike over pre-storm prices. Wins News Time, 11:44. There'll be lots of oohs and ahs tonight when the switch is thrown for the lighting of the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree, but it will be a special moment for one person in particular.
Joe Balcu survived the Hungarian Revolution in 1956, fleeing to New Jersey at the age of 20 and eventually settling in Flanders. His 80-foot Norway spruce, now adorned with 45,000 lights, survived Hurricane Sandy, while other trees in his yard did not. Balcu emotional as he stands ready for this big night.
It's just unbelievable, and it's really nice and beautiful.
On a lighter note, he says he'll miss this beautiful tree and not some of the mess it left behind.
We have to rake up every year, so it was good part and bad part.
No more pine cones falling on your yard, right?
No more pine cones falling.
Some of the worst gridlock of the year will surround Rockefeller Center. Just walking in the area would be nearly impossible. Glenn Schuck, 1010 Wins in Rockefeller Center.
And forget about driving later. It's Gridlock Alert Day, so stay with 1010 Wins for expanded traffic reports every 10 minutes on the ones and special coverage of the tree lighting tonight with our Al Jones. 39 degrees, partly sunny skies, humidity 57%. Winds are calm. We're going up to 42 in Midtown today. Wins News Time, 11:45. Now, 1010 Wins Sports, sponsored by HeraldSquareDental.com. Here's Jerry Recco.
And everybody seems to wonder how exactly this thing will play out. The Mets offering David Wright a new deal, 8 years, $140 million. Multiple reports stating that. But then there's a report today that says Wright not happy with deferred money that's in the deal. And his agent quoted as saying, we don't anticipate a deal anytime soon. So maybe some positive news, maybe not. Then there's R.A. Dickey, who really wants to remain a Met long term. Dickey says he and Sandy Alderson are on the same page. He just hopes that it can work out.
He knows my heart, and I've made it very public that I enjoy being here and want to be part of the solution going forward.
That's Dickey, courtesy of SNY. The Reds have signed closer Jonathan Broxton. He gets $21 million over 3 years. The Knicks are in Milwaukee tonight to play the Bucks, but they'll do it again without Jason Kidd. Did not make the trip because of continued back spasms. The Nets will be in Boston to play the Celtics. Boston winners of 2 in a row. They trail New York and Brooklyn by a game and a half in the Atlantic. Giants and Redskins this coming Monday night. New York winning in their first meeting at MetLife Stadium. Robert Griffin III has been off the charts of late, making big plays in Dallas for an impressive win over the Cowboys on Thanksgiving.
He brought me in here to be the franchise quarterback. My teammates believe I can be the franchise quarterback. The fans believe I can be that, and I certainly believe it too. So to me, it's just about going out and proving it every week.
Griffin on NFL Network. The Eagles releasing defensive end Jason Babin. Looks like Louisville will indeed join the ACC and Tulane to be added to the Big East in 2014. Sports at 15 and 45 around the clock. Jerry Recco, 1010 Wins Sports.
Nobody knows the red carpet like Joan Jadell. Joan is plugged into the hottest parties and celebrity gossip to bring you celebrity news that sizzles this Thursday and Friday at 2:28, 5:28, and 8:28. Joan Jadell's Big Apple Red Carpet Scoop exclusively on 1010 Wins. Sponsored by Big Apple Circus.
Mitt Romney has a date with the president. Details just ahead. Wins News Time at 11:47.
What do you got for me, Doc?
The victim is male, mid-30s, cause of death, sudden shock.
Yeah, well, he was last seen browsing thousands of TV episodes and movies online with Netflix.
Explains the traces of disbelief in the brain, but this astonishment residue...
He was watching them all instantly.
Instantly? That's incredible.
Doctor? Doctor!
Instantly watch thousands of TV episodes and movies on all kinds of devices for only $8 a month with Netflix. Start your free trial today. See terms of use.
'Tis the season for giving, which means you have to find some awesome gifts for the sports fans in your life. With CBS Local's Fan Shop, not only can you find great team gear, but you can also save money. Visit CBSLocalFanshop.com today through the end of the year and enter the promo code HOLIDAY10 to get an additional 10% off. Get tremendous gifts for the sports fan on your shopping list at CBSLocalFanshop.com today and use the promo code HOLIDAY10 to save even more.
Hello. 39 degrees, partly sunny skies, going up to 42 in Midtown.
Right now.
News time, 11:48. President Obama is keeping a promise he made in his victory speech on November 6th. He's meeting with his GOP challenger, Mitt Romney. The meeting will take place tomorrow and will be the first face-to-face sit-down since the election between the two. The president had promised to meet with Romney and discuss his ideas. And this session comes as Mr. Obama and congressional Republicans negotiate a way out of automatic tax increases and deep spending cuts. The president is speaking about the fiscal cliff facing the nation's economy, talking about the need for Congress to renew the middle-class tax cuts before they run out at the end of the year. He's joined at the White House by middle-class Americans who would see their taxes go up if those cuts expire. Meanwhile, a new survey says a majority of people favor having the 1% pay more. Gary Langer is poll director for ABC News.
The poll finds that the most popular choice for avoiding the fiscal cliff is raising taxes on the wealthy. 60% in this survey support the idea. Among other options, the public is closely divided on reducing federal income tax deductions, and 2/3 oppose another possibility, raising the eligibility age for Medicare.
1,000 adults interviewed for the ABC News Washington Post poll. Wins News Time, 11:49. Footprints helped lead Teaneck police to 3 teen burglars. NJ.com says the trio were arrested on Monday for allegedly stealing over $20,000 in cash and valuables from a home on Queen Anne Road. When police arrived on the scene, they noticed a white powdery substance was left behind, with footprints leading to a nearby home. Inside, they found 2 of the boys. A third suspect turned himself in later and brought a bag of jewelry that had been stolen. However, much of the stolen cash remains missing. Wins News Time, 11:50. Traffic and AccuWeather in 1 minute.
According to the FBI Uniform Crime Report, there are over 5,000 robberies every day. Your home could be at risk of being burglarized. Don't put your loved ones and valuables in jeopardy. For just over $1 per day, your home can be protected from break-ins, fire, and more. Get the latest home security technology from Protect Your Home, your ADT authorized dealer. Over 6 million households sleep better at night with ADT monitored home security. What's more, Protect Your Home is offering you their latest equipment, an $850 value, absolutely free for qualified customers. Protect your loved ones and home today. Call now for licenses and to find out more. The call is free, 1-800-285-9584. That's 1-800-285-9584. Again, 1-800-285-9584. $99 installation charge, 36-month monitoring agreement at $36.99 per month. Payment by credit card or electronic bank account charge. For new homeowner customers with satisfactory credit history only. Local permit fees may be required. Certain restrictions apply. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
Wins News Time, 11:51. That's time for traffic and transit on the one. Sponsored by RTK Environmental. Here's Vitoriello.
It looks like an earlier accident may be cleared on the Belt Parkway West at Cross Bay Boulevard. The computer models are not indicating any delay through there at this point, although there is an indication of some very heavy eastbound traffic on the Belt, starting right around the Perdigat Basin Bridge and heading out to a little bit shy of Cross Bay Boulevard. Not a bad run on the Gowanus BQE combination from the Verrazano up to 38th Street. A little bunching up there at 38th Street, and then again north of the Prospect up to the Brooklyn Bridge. Outbound, we were seeing some heavier traffic a little earlier from 39th Street down to the Belt. That situation actually improved. And the Cross Bronx Expressway is a little sluggish westbound into the GW Bridge. Not a problem, though. Again, this is tied in with the construction work that we have on the lower level of the bridge going back into New Jersey. And so far, the eastbound side looks good. From the GW Bridge all the way back out to the Bruckner. Hudson River crossings are fine. Tappan Zee Bridge all the way to the Holland Tunnel. The Whitestone and Throgs Neck bridges are moving well. From the Jam Cam, 59th Street Bridge, either deck will do. And the Brooklyn Bridge is in good shape in both directions, too. Where is everybody, Lane? If you see a traffic problem, you can call it in to me. It's a good time to do it at 877-466-1010. Pete Torriello on 1010 Wins.
Wins News Time, 11:52. Now the official 1010 Wins AccuWeather 4-day forecast, sponsored by Mavis Discount Tire. Here's meteorologist Dr. Joe Sobel with his live report.
Well, one thing sure is nice looking at the weather maps this morning. I'm not seeing anything nasty or stormy or really inclement, even looking down the road 5 days or even a week. It's going to be on the chilly side for a while, but a mix of clouds and sun this afternoon with a high of 42. Then clear skies, and it gets cold tonight. Low 31 in Midtown, but into the 20s in the suburbs, even near 20 in the coldest spots. Mostly sunny 42 tomorrow, partly sunny 44 Friday. Mostly cloudy Saturday, maybe a sprinkle, the high of 47. Then we should get to 50 and above Sunday. Right now, we'll call it partly sunny, 39 degrees, humidity 56%, northwest wind at 5. Again, it's 39 now, going up to 42 in Midtown. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Dr. Joe Sobel on New York's weather station. 1010 Wins.
Wins News Time, 11:53.
Getting gifts for the sports fan in your life has never been easier this holiday season thanks to CBS Locals Fan Shop. We've got the jerseys and gear for almost every team in any sport. And if you visit CBS Locals Fan Shop today through the end of the year and enter the promo code HOLIDAY10, you'll get an additional 10% off your purchase. Visit CBSLocalFanShop.com today and use the promo code HOLIDAY10 to save even more from CBS Locals Fan Shop. Looking for amazing local deals on food, drinks, services, and events? Then sign up for CBS Local Offers and start receiving deals in your inbox that can save you up to 80% on the products and experiences that you care about. You'll see discounts on everything in your area that you love, from restaurants and spas to boutiques and activities. Sign up now for CBS Local Offers by going to cbsnewyork.com and clicking on Deals. CBS Local Offers. Your city, your deals.
Wins News Time, 11:54. If Monday seemed like an unusually calm and peaceful day, you weren't imagining it. According to the Daily News, no one was shot, stabbed, or slashed in New York City on Monday. Even the NYPD was surprised. No one could remember the last time the day ended with zeros in all those categories. What really goes on at the annual office Christmas party? Apparently, a lot of naughty behavior.
'Tis the season.
Once again, it's that time of year for the annual office Christmas party.
And even Larry the cable guy knows.
Now, there's a few rules you need to follow in order to keep from embarrassing yourself at these parties.
You have to watch what you say.
Once the topic of religion comes up, it's best to change the subject.
And what you do.
A good friend tries to look out for his coworkers when they've had a little too much eggnog.
But a new survey found 64% of workers either called out sick or knew someone who did the day after the office Christmas party because of a hangover. And of those who showed up, 55% said they were there physically but had mentally checked out.
And then there are all those other companies that have canceled their holiday parties over the last several years as the economy has gone sour. That's correspondent Karen Chase. Wins News Time, 11:55. Money Watch in 1 minute on 1010 Wins.
Guys, you've heard about Ageless Male, the natural supplement that helps boost testosterone levels within normal, healthy ranges. But now, the best testosterone product is even better. New and improved Ageless Male can help you feel more like you used to in your active life and in your romantic life. Because our upgraded formula has been clinically shown to increase your drive, desire, and performance. That's right, guys. Ageless Male has been clinically shown to boost performance. Cancel your plans this weekend. You're staying in. If you're ready to recapture the drive from your youth, now is the time to try Ageless Male because it's available risk-free. But you must call now. Just call 1-800-249-1889. Be the guy you used to be. Just call 1-800-249-1889. 1-800-249-1889. 1-800-249-1889.
39 degrees, partly sunny, going up to 42 in Midtown. Winds news time 11:56. Now, Money Watch on 1010 Wins, sponsored by B&H Photo and Video, New York's ultimate camera authority. A live report from Elisa Parenti.
Well, we've got mixed trading. The Dow is positive by 17 points at 12,896. NASDAQ still in the red, down 1. S&P giving back a fraction. The president is making his case for a tax hike. He's getting ready to address the country any moment now. Earlier, Wall Street was boosted by an optimistic House Speaker, John Boehner. He thinks a compromise is in the works and the fiscal cliff will be avoided. That offset disappointing news on the housing front. New home sales fell in October. Economist Joel Neroff says the September numbers were also revised sharply lower.
We're probably not going to get back to where we were at the peak, in part because that was during the bubble years. But we need to pretty much double, if not triple, the current level to get us at a really solid pace.
The CEO of the daily deal site Groupon is lobbying to keep his job. Andrew Mason is in New York today. The site's board of directors and shareholders are frustrated with the stock's performance. Groupon shares down more than 80% since January. From the MarketWatch.com newsroom, I'm Elisa Parenti for 1010 Wins.
Money Watch at 26 and 56 minutes past every hour on 1010 Wins. Wins news time, 11:58.
I wanted to surprise my little girl with this doll she's been wanting. You know the kind, the doll that goes with the TV show and the band and all the songs. Well, the store near us didn't have it, so the manager sent me to the outlet center, which is about an hour's drive out of the city, and the roads were sloppy, an absolute mess. All because we wanted the one with the blue kitty cat accessory and not the purple puppy. But I've got an all-wheel drive Subaru, so handling the roads was easy. And not only did I get the doll, I got into a drawing for tickets to the show's concert that weekend. I mean, the place was empty, and you needed to be present to win. My daughter called me the best dad in the world. Lucky? Yeah. The best? I'll take that, too.
With symmetrical all-wheel drive, 32 miles per gallon highway, and starting at only $21,105, the Subaru Legacy is ready for anything the day has in store. Because love is more than the vehicle. It's all the things you can do with it. Find yours at Subaru.com. EPA estimated fuel economy for 2013 Subaru Legacy 2.5 CVT models. Actual mileage may vary. MSRP excludes tax, title, and registration fees. Dealer sets actual price.
Message. See the all-new 2013 Honda Accord at BayRidgeHonda.com.
WINS, WINS HD, WWFS HD3, New York.
Partly sunny skies, 39 degrees. The official 1010 Wins AccuWeather 4-day forecast, sponsored by PlazaHyundai.com. A mix of sunshine and clouds this afternoon. It'll be brisk and chilly with a high of 42. Clear and cold tonight, low near 20 in the coldest spots to 31 in Midtown. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, brisk and chilly with a high of 42. Clouds and sunshine on Friday with a high of 44. Saturday, mostly cloudy, chance of sprinkles, high 47. It's 39 degrees, partly sunny in New York. Humidity 57%. Winds are calm, repeating the current temperature, 39 going up to 42 in Midtown. More people get their news from 1010 Wins than from any other radio station in the nation. Jim Powers is our service aide. Mark Austin Thomas is the writer. Bill Spadaro is at the editor's desk, and I'm Lane Fajardi.
All news, all the time. This is 1010 Wins. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Good afternoon. It's 39 degrees, 12 o'clock on this Wednesday, November 28th. I'm Larry Cantor, and here's what's happening. Lottery players are making plans for what they'll do when they win tonight's record-setting Powerball jackpot. The stage is set for tonight's lighting of the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree. Governor Christie puts New Jersey's storm losses at nearly $37 billion. Time on your hands at the airport. Try airport dating. 1010 Wins, AccuWeather mix of sun and clouds. High today, 42.
This is Jay Burr. The Knicks are on the road for Milwaukee. The Nets face the Celtics in Boston. Well, is a chance to get big money from the Mets.
Wall Street, the Dow is up 18 points. NASDAQ is down 1. Wins News Time, 12:01.